Okay, so I just did 22 to 2024 photosynthesis questions, and I only got about 67%, which is a bit not as high as I want. Okay, I'm going to try doing an organic sort of pathway thing. I've seen those people doing these. I honestly don't think there's much I can do now. Looking at questions and marks keeps on. Okay, so my biology got remarked. And so I mean, yeah, we got some pet days to call it a day. Okay, so there's like about, 2 days until mock week, so it's Saturday today, 15th of November. My first mock is on the 17th, I've got one on the 19th and one on the 20th. We're starting off with maths, but I've decided today I'm going to give chemistry and biology some attention I was meant to do for a while, but we've got time, so revision won't be a problem, so I'm going to get a start, and yeah, it's currently 5:53. I'll count it as starting at 6. So till like 11 or 12. I've got about like a little jar of chocolate to just get devoured. But yeah, funnily enough, one of the things I like to do most while I'm studying is watch other study vlogs. So that's what I'm going to be doing while I study. Okay, so the first hour is done. The plan is I'm going to, I finished the chemistry paper questions, past paper questions. I'm going to mark those in the next hour for the first half. And for the second half, I'm going to go fishing for some photosynthesis and respiration questions from 2022 to 2024 A-level papers, because PMT only does from 2017 to 2021 papers as of now, I think, is what they've got in terms of the sorted past paper questions, but I know for some of them they've updated to 2024, so I'll just have to have a look and find out. Okay, it took me an hour to mark the past paper questions because the iPad was low on charge, so I had to keep going to the charger and back and forth, but I'm quite happy with the score. We'll move on to biology for hour 3 now, and yeah, not much to complain about. Okay, so I just did 22 to 2024 photosynthesis questions, and I only got about 67%, which is a bit not as high as I want, since I'm aiming for an A-star in biology. That's my A-star subject that I'm predicted as well, and I've got like 3 times in a row. I'm not going to worry about it too much, I'm just going to focus in on it over probably tomorrow, and I'm going to do some photosynthesis tomorrow as well, and probably some energy and ecosystems. Okay, I've just finished hour 5.5, and I've decided the night is young, and I'm gonna go hopefully for 6.5, maybe 7 hours. Yeah, wow. I've got tuition early in the morning at like 11, and then I'm probably going quite a long drive because I've got my test in like January at the moment. Might reschedule it further or closer. But yeah, I mean, I probably want to sleep at some point near there, and especially since my maths mock is at like 8:40 in the morning, literally on this Monday coming, which is just after tomorrow. So I'm probably going to shift into some maths now. I'm not going to delay any further, but now I'm going to take like an hour break to just chill. Okay, I just spent some time doing the maths paper and marking it. Doing the paper took me not longer than 2 hours, so I'm good for like time management. Without the stuff I messed up, I got 60, like true score, 66 out of 88. I took off 12 marks because it was something that's not coming up on our mock this year, even though it was the mock from last year. And yeah, that's like 75%, which would be a safe A using the real grade boundaries, but with our college's grade boundaries, I might get an A, I might slip it by a mark. Okay, it is Sunday. This day kind of got wasted. I did like an hour in the morning, and then I drove into London. My family is not meant to know that. Me and my dad did that. We drove into London to drop off my aunt, and yeah, we did that. Very good. Genuinely, like, great driving experience for me, because I'm got my test soon. We drove like 3 hours, so I drove into London and back. Getting into London and the whole journey was quite challenging. Coming back, more so, even more challenging, because of like, I don't know, just on the way back there was way more lanes and stuff like that I had to pay attention to. It was genuinely great. I'm now 25 hours of driving in. I want to get to 40 by the end of December, which realistically is like 6 weeks, and that would mean I would have to do 2.5 hours a week. Okay, I got back from the exam a while ago, to be fair. It's like 10:30 now, nearly 11. I'm prepping to study all night for bio and chem. That maths test went okay. The stuff that I could do, was doable. There was just one question, it was cortex, and it said, deduce the formula of the cortex. There was a graph. I'm such an idiot, I didn't look at the graph. It was just 2 repeated roots. It was literally that simple, and I lost 8 marks, because I couldn't find it, so I couldn't progress through the question either. Other than that 8 marks, I dropped another 14, but I know those people who dropped those 14-ish marks, somewhere in there roughly, and some of them dropped all 14 as well. So I've dropped about 22 marks. And it's out of 100, and I think I need 72 for an A, so I just need to hope everything I did get right, I actually got right. But, yeah, I mean, we'll find out later tonight. Probably going to study around 4 hours, and hopefully feel a bit more confident coming into this test. We have got some food to get down quickly, chicken and noodles with my water bottle, and yeah, we'll get that down. Okay, I got a bit carried away last night and ended up just playing games with my friends until 2 AM until I eventually slept. So yeah, college is boring. I got home a while ago. I'm doing biology right now. I've done like 2 hours today. I did specimen paper for paper 1, and I ended up getting like 66%. I was 5 marks off of 74%, which would have been more like an A star. So that's not good, but on the upside, I'm doing specimen paper 2 right now. It's going a lot better. I just feel like I need to look over the little niche things like cohesion tension theory, the oxygen curve, dissociation curves, and like expiration and inspiration, things like that, but it's mainly pretty good for what it is. I'm feeling tired, sleepy sort of. I'm just sat here listening to study vlogs while doing this stuff, so I think I'll do this, eat, and then I've got a tuition lesson 7:45 to 8:45. I might study a bit more from 8:45 to about 9:30, 9:40, and then I'll hop in the shower till 10:30. Yeah, I shower for a while. And then I'll probably study until 1 or 2, and then just sleep and just spam alarms at 7 AM. Need to get to college on time for 8:40 and get through the exam. And then tomorrow, chem prep will begin. It's 3:30 AM and I'm sleeping now. And I've realised I don't have a ruler for tomorrow. And the college shop doesn't open till 9 as far as I'm aware. So I'm gonna have to go somewhere in the morning and try just find one. But for now I'm gonna scroll on YouTube for 15 minutes. And then I'll eat chopped angle. But anyways, yeah. And then I'm gonna sleep until 7:40. Hopefully get up. And then wake me dad up. Get him to take me to college. For hopefully around 8:20, 8:30. And I'll rush to the maths block and beg them for a ruler. And then head to my exam. Sick. Okay, so the biology test was pretty fine. It was pretty easy. Yeah, it was nice. It was light. So, one of the only problems is I messed up one question about the heart. I'd done an applied question last night when I was cramming about how blood goes through to the renal vein and back to the coronary arteries. And in that question, it showed blood going from the vena cava to the kidneys because it's applied, so it's the diagram. I messed it up and went with pulmonary vein. But I mentioned atrioventricular valves, I mentioned semilunar valves, I mentioned everything, I think I'll lose a mark for saying aorta, not pulmonary artery. Lose a mark for saying pulmonary vein and not vena cava. But I think I'll get the remaining marks for renal vein and the valve names and stuff. So, yeah. Okay, it's becoming 8 o'clock. There's too much to cram. I've got to do all of these organic pathways, finish them off of memory. And then I've got to go over acyl chlorides, reactions and stuff like that. Esters, carboxylic acids, carbonyls, and a bit of the NMR stuff. But I think NMR will mainly be questions. And then once I'm done with all that, I'm going to have a quick look over Equilibria 1 and 2, shouldn't be too long, and then we'll move on to the rest of the stuff. I'm sure, like, there's 13 topics on it, 14 topics on it. I'm literally just going to skim through some of the PPQs, reminding myself of the repeating questions, things like that. Nothing crazy, at least. Tomorrow, hopefully the mock goes well. If the mock goes well, once I'm done, I swear I'm just I'm just for like a whole day, man. I'm gonna need to just chill, take a break, and just not do anything for the day. I'll probably like detail my car or something. Okay, I'm going to try doing an organic sort of pathway thing. I've seen loads of people doing these. I've never been able to do on those, so I think I'll start with the alkene, maybe? I think alkene. Yeah, we'll go with alkene. Oh, it's way too big. I feel like I'm going to fit everything. So a tiny alkene. Okay. Alkene, we go to alkane. This needs Ni catalyst and plus H2. I think that's it. Alkane to halogenoalkane. So I'm just going to put halogenoalkane. This is free radical. Oh, come on, mate. This is prime A-level chemistry right here. Free radical substitution. We need UV light and homolytic fission. Okay, alkene, alkane, halogenoalkane. We can go from alkene to alcohol. Yeah. Alkene to primary and secondary alcohol. Let's do primary OH, secondary OH. I'm going to try group the alcohols in the same spot. So to get to a primary and thing, we need aqueous KOH in ethanol. Okay, the primary OH can become aldehyde, and then we've got carboxylic acid, which can also happen straight across. And I'm just going to write the aldehyde, acidified potassium dichromate, heat distillation. Heat under reflux and heat under I think it's heat under distillation. Is it not? It's got to be heat under heat under reflux, heat for distillation. Okay, we've made this abomination of existence. I wish I sort of used the space up here, like I've left like this much space. Just done nothing with, but I got everything on the whiteboard. At what cost? I won, but at what cost? But yeah, I still need to learn the acyl chloride ones a bit better. Okay, it's quite late. Now this might sound cocky, but I honestly don't think there's much I can do now. Looking at questions and mark schemes won't really help me. I feel like I have really good knowledge of everything in the chemistry course. It's just Hess cycle I'm not too good at, ionic equations I'm not too good at, and I just need to go over the inorganic equations and stuff, and the reactions of acyl chlorides, and yeah, testing for carbonyls. Mostly I really need to get into my brain, but which most of it I know, it's just the mechanisms I need to remember for tomorrow and the reagents and stuff, which I also mainly remember now. So I've literally just got to remember the hydrolysis of esters, reaction of acyl chlorides forming primary amides and forming carboxylic acid and HCl. Pretty much I know that. And hydrolysis of esters, yeah, I've already said that. And the reaction of carboxylic acids to form carbonate with carbonates, metal oxides. Water, I think. No, alkalis. And yeah, that's all I really need to go over mainly. So I think I'll make a list now of all that I just said, and then tomorrow I've got a free period before the exam, like before lunch. So the exam is, we want to get there for 12:40. So the exam, like, I want to get there for 12:40. So I'll probably eat at college tomorrow. And yeah, it won't be bad at all. I'll have like a katsu curry or two. And yeah, all should be good. I guess I'll get back to you guys after I'm home. I've got a tuition session after college. I come home, detail my car, blah blah blah, and then I'm gonna get in the shower. I'm just gonna chill. So yeah. Okay, so it's actually Saturday night, so I finished this video a bit late, but the chemistry test went well. It was pretty light, to be fair. It wasn't bad. A lot happened. I had guests on Friday. Thursday I just wanted to chill. I didn't want to record anything. Friday I had guests. Today, Saturday, I did a little bit of tuition in the morning, and I bought an iPhone today. Actually, I've been an Android user my whole life, but I bought an iPhone today. So yeah, I bought an iPhone 13, £240, literally like flawless body. Just the screen has a few scratches that you can barely notice. Great condition. The battery capacity was 86%. It's holding up well. I have no problems with it. So yeah, and that was mock week, I guess. Studied a total of around 24 hours. So, not bad. So I mean, yeah, we got some Pepe's to call it a day. Okay, so we've got some bad news and we've got some good news. So, bad news, I got a B in Chem and a B in Maths. I was 1 mark off of an A in Maths. But I don't think it's worth sending it for like a double checking, because I mean, what really is the point? It's just a mock, you know what I mean? And I was bothered about it, but not so much anymore. I'm accidentally recording this in super night mode. But other bad news, yeah, so B in Chem, B in Maths. The reason I haven't finished this video is because I got an A in biology, but I was 1 mark off of an A star, so I've sent that for a remark, because biology is a subject I really need an A star in at A level, and I have had A stars for like the last 3 tests, 4 tests. 4 tests? 3 tests. And yeah, I need a 4th to stay on that strength. I think a few marks were missed, but I'm not gonna lie, if I just get the singular one, I'll be happy with it, and I'm happy to improve where I didn't get them first time. Good news, I've got ARU interview, ARU interview, and UCL interview on this side. So that's something good to prepare for. I haven't started interview prep and it's the 10th of December. I told myself I would start in November. What has life come to? On the upside, we'll start today. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so my biology got remarked. And yeah, I got the A star. It's good news. So, this is the end of the video. It's 2 weeks from mock week. And yeah, cool. Start interview prep and gaming. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so